Alright, I'm going to start tinkering with this John Deere STX 38, but I've already made a mistake. I went and bought a battery, and I bought the battery with the terminals on the wrong side of the battery. It should be negative back here, positive right here, negative right here on this side. Well, I bought them switched out, you know, with a negative on this side, positive on that side, and I can turn the battery around, and I have room for this, but I don't have room for this or the other ground. So what I got, I'm fixing to cut them, splice them, and add on to them. And in the future, I can put the battery, I can buy whatever battery I want or I happen across. But here's what I want to tell you. The motor does turn over, so at least that's a good sign that the ignition, you know, is sending the signal to the engine to the starter to engage. The battery I had didn't have enough juice to do anything more than spin it a couple of times, and that's all I wanted to know, to make sure that the ignition was communicating to the starter and the starter was engaging the motor and the motor turned over. So that much, it was worth buying the battery then. Now what I need to do is just splice and add to these and the negative, and this will fit fine and this will fit fine once I add to those wires. Let me get to it. When you have big clumsy hands, you have to have things to help correct the mistakes your big clumsy hands make. There we go. Alright, battery's in. And if you listen close, that clicking is the fuel solenoid, so I know the fuel solenoid's working. Let me check the gas tank. It's bone dry, so I'm going to put some gas in there. I wouldn't have used the gas that was in here, but it's bone dry, so what I'm going to do is pour a little gas in here, and there's nothing to even flush out, and I've pulled this off, and the air cleaner is brand new, the oil filter is brand new, the oil has just been, it was changed, so my fear is that the engine runs, the transmission is bad. We'll see. I'm going to put some gas in there. We'll be right back. Alright, I put the gas in. I turn the gas valve on. And I came through the filter okay. So, you're going to hear it right now. We'll see. Contact! So, this is, what is this? This is clutch to shift. So I would imagine I got to put my foot on the brake too. Okay, I'm going to let it set a minute. I'm going to let it set a few minutes, let that gas get in the bowl. I may pull the air cleaner off and drop a little bit of gas in the carburetor. Yeah, I'm going to do that. We'll be right back. Here's something funny. If I dump a little gas in the carb, and put these on or I'll lose them. You know how it is. They'll be scattered to the four winds if I don't. Okay, watch this. So it'll crank and run until it runs out of that little bit of gas that I put in. So what I'm going to do is take my specially modified fuel solenoid wrench, and I'm going to pull the fuel solenoid off and see if gas comes out. No gas is coming out, then I got carburetor problems, which is probably what it is. So that's not a big deal, not a big deal. I might even have bad fuel lines. I mean, yeah, that's possible. Let me get that off. I'll be right back. So what we have is no gas coming out the carburetor. This works. Actually, this fuel solenoid appears to be new. So that's the next step. I'm going to shut this. Actually, that's not the next step. Let me make sure I'm actually getting fuel through here. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the fuel lines off and see if I'm getting fuel through there. That will be the next step. Okay, back up a little bit. I took the bowl off, and this was stuck. The float was stuck shut. So, watch, I'm going to turn the fuel on. So we're getting fuel. So what I'm going to do is put this back together and let that bowl fill up. And we'll start it up. I think it'll start this time. I have no clue why they would park this and let it set for I'm guessing 9 or 10 years. And the mower deck engages. I'm just mystified. So I'm gonna buy a seat and clean it up. What do you think? 375, 400?
It's too little for me.
It is little. And I don't want any video of me on it.
Yeah, I'd feel silly sitting on it.
I was gonna help you. I was gonna see if you would help me get that lawnmower seat out of my butt crack.
That's what I'd feel like. I'd feel like I was hurting it if I rode it.
And what did you say when it started running?
I said, Terrell must have come by.
Yeah. See?
No respect.
This is why you're not allowed in my shop. Unless you're bringing me bacon or coffee or something. Or a cake. you think, Breezy? I get a heck of a deal. Got out of this one easy, didn't I? I'm totally stumped, to tell you the truth. There's really no fixing. I'm going to clean it up real nice, and I'll tell you what, it comes with a very nice, well-made, and it's still in great shape, double bag bagger with a chute that comes down and attaches to this. I mean, all the hardware is there. I tell you, I think I'm going to ask $5.25 for this, because I think I can get it that pretty. It's got fresh oil, fresh filter, brand new air filter, brand new. I mean, it's in really good shape. Except the seat. I'm going to buy a seat. Yeah, I'm totally mystified why they would park this, and the one they started using was actually a piece of crap. And that's the one I fixed, and one other in exchange for this. I'm stumped, but this is going to clean up really nice. It doesn't appear to be used much at all. Okay, enough about this. I'll get it cleaned up, and that'll be the last thing. I'll show you when it's all pretty and cleaned up, and with a bagger on the back. Well, I better show this to you, because I think I got it sold already. This is all in the course of 2 days. Yesterday I put the battery in it, and this morning I cleaned it up. Let me show you how good this thing looks. And I think I'm gonna get $4.50 for it with the bagger. I'm not gonna try to get a whole lot out of it. I just want to move it.